A warm welcome back. Flight sim and other stuff and something completely different. Oh, I gotta sort this camera out, but I haven't got time. It's what Frugal, remember him? Best flight sim YouTube channel ever. Frugal used to do fully loaded flights, and that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, microphone's working. Let's just check. I've got audio on, going up and down there. Yeah, looks okay. Right, a fully loaded flight in the Fenix A320, and I'm going to go from Heathrow up to Echo Golf November Tango. Well, that's the idea. I've got nothing prepared. I'm bound to screw it up and make a mistake, but let's see how we go. I've got the Bayringer fully programmed up now, so that's going to save me some mouse twiddling. I'm using the Honeycomb throttle quadrant, and I'm using a Satec X56. So let's jump down straight to the flight simulator. Like I said, nothing sorted at the moment. Let's quickly turn off my camera. You're not interested in looking at me, are you? It's all about the flight sim. So not only am I using the Fenix, I'm also going to be using FSHUD, which is an air traffic control program, and I'm quite impressed by this. I use Pilot to ATC a lot of the time, but I wanted something that I could quickly jump into now and again without talking, particularly for the live streams, because it's a bit difficult controlling the microphones on so many things. And I have been known to screw up the microphones. So FSHUD is loaded, and it says continue to start free flight mode, open the simulator. Yeah, I'm ready, and we're ready to continue. Stand by. Now we need a sim brief plan, and we need a sim brief plan, of course, inside the Fenix, because I don't want to sit there programming it all manually. So let's jump into SimBrief. If you've never used SimBrief before, I mean, this product is fantastic. I just love this, and it's completely free. And you sign on with an account by Navigraph. You don't have to pay for this yet. I haven't paid for it for years. I do have a subscription to Navigraph though for maps, and a subscription for the AirAx, so I'm always up to date. But neither of those are necessary to do this flight, although you will be seeing the Navigraph on the tablet. So let's generate a new flight, and we're going to be flying, let's fly British Airways, flight number 123, and we're departing EGLL Heathrow up to Echo Golf November Tango. And the airframe, well, because I've got a Fenix, and during the installation of the Fenix and setting up Navigraph, etc., they'll ask you if you want to create a profile inside SimBrief, which I did, so I can select the airframe, and everything's set for me. So that's fine. I can now generate the flight. Confirm, yes. And there is the flight created. I can go in and look at the briefing if I want to, but I'm going to do all of that inside the aircraft. So we can get rid of that for now. And see, cold and dark, default livery, and I'm at Gatwick. So let's jump down to using my Stream Deck, go to the tablet, power up, go into the Fenix, and we're going to import the flight plan from SimBrief. And there's my flight, EGLL to EGNT. Ground services, GPUs attached, chocking cones available at the moment, so to the overhead. And it's quite dark, isn't it? So luckily I have my Stream Deck to do the buttons. If I can't see them, I can switch the available power on. Isn't that nice? And one of the buttons on my bay ringer is mapped to the dome light, so switch the dome light up full as well. So I'll use the mouse so you can see what I'm doing. We'll put the batteries on and we'll start the adheres. It takes about 7 minutes for these to align, and we'll switch the fuel pumps on. And crew supply on. I've got the volume down on the aircraft at the moment because it's a little bit annoying, but when I'm trying to talk at the same time, but we'll leave it at that volume and see how it works. Going down to the MCDU, go to the init page and request the flight plan, and this will load the flight plan in from SimBrief after a short pause. While that's doing that, I'm just going to go back to the tablet and I'm going to go into the briefing and load the brief, and flight steps up to flight level 320. That seems very high for such a short flight, but we'll follow it and see what mistakes I make. And the block fuel that we're going to have on board is down here, should be 6.2, 6.1. So let's start loading the aircraft. So we go to mass and balance and we load the aircraft, and we'll do fast, 9 minutes. And we'll see things start happening, hopefully. We'll see passengers start coming on board. And while that's happening, let's go back to the MCDU. So the flight plan has been called in from SimBrief. It was flight number 1, 2, 3. We'll do cost index 60. I'm not paying for the fuel. And cruise altitude was 320. Excellent. Now we can go to the flight plan and we can start a SimBrief flight. This is FSHUD. Well, it's taken a long time to get the information. SimBrief seems to be running very slow tonight. Or perhaps there's lots happening on my network. So confirm the flight. Yep. Continue. And you can see our climb and our descent there, and you can see our flight plan there, and we'll start the flight. Moving back to the overhead panel, we better put some ground lights on. Where's the overhead panel? There we go. Put the emergency, arm the emergency lights, put the no smoking lights on, and put the nav light on. And we'll request flight clearance as the aircraft is loading. I'll turn the volume up a little bit so we can hear what's going to be said.
Heathrow clearance, Speedbird 123, parking 508, request clearance to Newcastle with information hotel. Speedbird 123, cleared to Newcastle, 541 Juliet, depart.
So Squawk 6546, we'll put that one in right away. 6456, and move that out the way. So the departure they're giving us, if we click on, well, let's try and zoom in on that to get a better, there we go. So Echo Golf Lima Lima are departing on a runway 9 right, and we're going to take the UTJ departure. There it is, and we'll insert that. Now we can't do the arrival yet. Well, normally we couldn't do the arrival. In the real world, you've got to wait for it to be assigned to you from ATC. If I was to go into the tablet, I'll be able to see what's going to happen anyway, because Navigraph will give me all that information, but I'm not going to predict it. We're just going to do it. So tablet, we're still loading the aircraft at the moment. I love this. I can go into the packs, the passengers, and I can actually see all the passengers' names, what seats they're in. So Maris Krishna is business class on the gold guest list, seat 6F. Ridiculous amount of information. Anyway, we are going to need these numbers here as well in a minute. So what have we got up here? We're going to climb to 3,000. So I can set that. Move that out the way. And using the bay ringer. Whoops, I'm on the wrong tab. There we go. Set that to 3,000. And speed isn't showing a dot yet because we still got 2 minutes to align the adheres. Still switch off some of my studio lights, seeing as the camera's not on. I don't really need the lights on. There, I'll be with you. That's a bit better. It's a bit bright in here. Oh, if you heard a crash, it was one of the studio lights crashing. The joys of doing this live. Okie doke. Let's start the APU. I'm not going through the checklist. I should go through the checklist, of course, but I'm not. Overhead. Overhead panel. There we go. APU master. Short pause. Starts. Performance. In it. Next screen. I need to put the fuel information in. We're not fully loaded yet. We will be loaded shortly. I'm waiting to get these final numbers from the load sheet. So, but I do know that the block fuel was 6.2, so I got that in the briefing. So we can put 6.2 down in the block fuel. The zero fuel weight, I'm waiting for the aircraft to load. ATC haven't given us the Q&H yet, but again, the tablet will give me that information if I want to save some time a little bit later on. I was going to go to my flight. I can look here that departure Q&H is 1028. So again, using the bay ringer, I can turn that to 1028. And we can put 1028 on co-pilots 1. Let's go back to the tablet. Boarding complete. Terrific. So now from the mass and balance I can get it is 59.0, 30.7. 59.0, 30.7. 59.0 slash 30.7. Now we can go into the performance, and again the tablet here is going to help us because we've got a performance calculator. So sync the load sheet final, sync the live weather, and do the calculations. So V1, VR and V2 is all 149, and we're going to do 3 down 0.1 flex to 68 degrees. So I can put all of that into the FMC now. 149 FMC MCDU. I used to fly a lot of Boeings when I was on X-Plane. That was the Zebo, which is a fantastic plane. Great fun to fly, but X-Plane just not doing it for me anymore, I'm afraid. Can't wait to see what 12 is going to look like. 3 down 0.1 and 68 degrees. 3 slash down 0.1 flex to 38 degrees, 68 degrees, 68 flex temp, and we're nearly done. Let's go back to the tablet, and on the ground services now we can get rid of the chocks and cones. Need to go to the overhead panel, start the APU bleed. That should have been ready. And if I go to the flight deck and ECAM, if we go for APU, just confirm that APU was available. Yep, that's fine. So I can disconnect the ground services now. And we can call for pushback and startup. Let's look at the charts first. That's a good one, Mark. And tablet. So Navigraph. I love the integration of Navigraph in this aircraft. So import route from SimBrief. Now we do need the airport chart in a second because we'll need to see where we're taxiing to. But let's have a look. Airport. There we go, and my aircraft is shown on there, and we'll star that one. Now we'll look at the departures. Heathrow departure, and we're departing scroll down, data, and there we go. So we're departing 9 right, and there's our departure chart. So we will keep that as well. And we'll call up the airport charts, move that over, zoom in a bit. Right, we're departing 9 right, so we're going to push back tail to the push back the tail and go up there. Let's see what happens.
Heathrow ground, Speedbird 123, parking 508, request pushback and start up. Speedbird 123, pushback and start up approved. Pushback and start up approved. Speedbird 123.
Okay, we can do our pushback and start up. So for that, we will call the tug. And might just put down 0.1 now on this. Oh, I hope I got the... Yes, I have. Right. Oh, my trim wheel's not working. Oh, let's do that once we started. Anyway, let's try the pushback. Tablet. Oh, let's take the ground brakes off. He should have connected by now. Good. And ignition. Tablet. Start pushback. Starting engine 1. Engine 1 is coming up. Jump outside. This is the only disadvantage on this compared to the toolbar pushback application that there is. You can steer using the pedals. Here I have to steer with this. We're a little bit off, but never mind. We'll stop. Put the parking brakes on and disconnect the engine 1 should have started by now. Engine 1. Oh, I got a nav 1 ADR fault. Please. Let's start the other engine. And check the overhead. Ah! I didn't align that one. That wasn't very good. "7 minutes to align that one." I shouldn't I shouldn't take off while that's still aligning, because it'll never align if I move him. But I don't want to wait 7 minutes. Or do I? I'm not waiting 7 minutes. I wonder if I can, on the this one here, if we go to config and that's this is my load sheet. Brilliant. Let's accept it. Yeah, I'm just going to ignore that. Probably going to get into trouble now, but let's see what happens. Can I? Yes, I can now put this down. So I want this to flight controls, just to double check that I'm going to move this down to 0.1, and I need to set the flaps. What was the flap setting? I can't remember. I think it was flaps 1, but we can double check on the calculation. And oh yes, departure performance. Oh, it was flaps 3. So flaps 3, and now we can request taxi clearance. What I quite like on this tablet for the taxi clearance, if we go to the charts now, we can actually draw in
Heathrow ground, Speedbird 123, request taxi. Speedbird 123, taxi to holding point, runway 09er right, 5 Alpha, Lima 53, Yankee, November 11, November Bravo 11. Taxi to holding point, runway 09 right, 5 Alpha, Lima 53, Yankee, November 11, November Bravo 11, Speedbird 123.
so Alpha and Lima 53, which is that one there, and Yankee November 11 and B11, and that's where we're going to taxi. Sounds like I had a message come up there. Master caution, side stick fault, calibrate null zones. This keeps coming up on the SATEC. If I use, not on the SATEC, yeah, the SATEC joystick. If I use my yoke, my honeycomb yoke, it doesn't happen. This seems to be noisy. So anyway, let's start the taxi.
Heathrow ground 9804, heavy, parking 320, request push back and start up.
So the other aircraft you can hear on here, I'm just going to turn the sound down a little bit. The other aircraft you can hear on here are actually generated by FSHUD. So it's injecting traffic and it's doing the ATC for you as well. A couple of things I've missed on the overhead, of course. I should have put the seatbelt signs on. And we'll put the beacon on, we'll put the wing light on, taxi light on, and that on, and strobe to auto. I'm going to leave the APU on. I don't think they do leave the APU on in real life, but I saw that film about the Hudson. And is my parking brake still on? Yeah, and he had problems. Parking brake's off. Why aren't I moving? Don't say. What have... Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. So, as you can see, we're going down and following that instruction. Sorry, I hit the brakes there.
Flight level 30, squawk 4052, 90632, heavy. 90632, heavy, redback correct. When ready, contact Manchester ground, 121.85. When ready, contact Manchester ground, 121.85, 90632, heavy.
Oh, that's interesting. My radio seems to be tuned in to Manchester clearance and not Heathrow. Anyway. Turn the dome light off. Now this should be the holding point, but the ATC never picks it up. So we got it on a little bit further. If you look at FSHUD, you can see here NB11, it reckons is 70 meters away. So either there's something wrong with the scenery, or there's something that needs to be fixed.
Contact Heathrow Tower, 118.5. Contact Heathrow Tower, 118.5. Speedbird 123.
So, luckily, the radios are tuned for you by the first officer. And if I look at the pedestal, the radio should have been tuned 121.7. It is, so we can call for departure.
Heathrow Tower, Speedbird 123, runway 09 right, ready for departure.
Speedbird 123, line up, runway 09 right.
Line up, runway 09 right, Speedbird 123.
So we can line up. Let's see how good my aircraft controls are here.
Speedbird 123, wind 100 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 09 right, cleared for takeoff. Speedbird 123.
So we can put the runway light, we can put the landing lights on. We can put this on to takeoff. And strobes on. And I think we're ready to go. But flight deck. Let's check everything. Auto brake, no. Auto brake set to maximum. Spoilers, I didn't arm the spoilers. Spoilers armed, that should be a norm. And takeoff config, see if we got any blues. Move you out of the way. Good, we're ready to... Oh, TCAS. Better switch the TCAS on, I guess. Let's do that. Pedestal. And TCAS. On. Right, let's go for it. Picking up speed. V1 rotate is at 149, so we will rotate up 10 degrees, positive rate of climb, gear up, flaps 2, and throttle back to climb. Why have we got them? Oh, levers are asynchronous. There we go. Flaps 2. Let's look at the flaps 1,
Contact Manchester,
flap
Centre
0,
118.77.
Contact Manchester, Centre 118.77. Speedbird 123.
oh, let's put the autopilot on.
Manchester Centre, Speedbird 123. Ulti 1 Juliet, departure at 2,000, climbing 3,000.
Speedbird 123, radar contact, continue climb, flight level 120, UN8 1028.
Continue climb, flight level 120. Speedbird
So,
123.
flight level 120,
Driver 632, heavy, climb and maintain, flight level 160, contact London, Centre 118.47.
Climb and maintain, flight level 160, contact London, Centre 118.47, 90632, heavy.
I'm just fiddling around with the lights at the moment. I didn't label. Oh, that's the ones I wanted to turn down. Okie doke. Oh, the levers are asymmetric. That's better. So I had a warning up here. Let's go to switch off. Now everything's running.
3830, proceed direct Sierra India Lima Victor Alpha.
Proceed direct Sierra India Lima Victor Alpha 3830.
Switch off the APU.
At 4,300, climbing, flight level 100.
9157, radar contact, continue climb, flight level 100, UNH 1028.
Continue climb, flight level 100, 9157.
Going to the tablet. And I should have pulled up this chart earlier. There we go. We got a constraint here. We got a constraint there of 6,000. So there's our route.
123, climb and maintain, flight level 200.
Climb and maintain, flight level 200, Speedbird 123.
Climb and maintain flight level
Center, 473, heavy, Mike Alpha Yankee Q
2000.
600, climbing, flight level 120. 473,
I'm actually going to
radar contact, continue climb, flight level 120, UNH 1029. Continue climb, flight level 120, 473, heavy.
and turn the map up.
Manchester Center 9804, heavy, Delta Echo Tango 1 Kilo, departure at 3,200, climbing, flight level 120.
So our rate of climb slowed down as we passed 10,000 to pick up speed to our cruise speed, and now the rate of climb is up again.
9804, heavy, radar contact, continue climb, flight level 120, UNH 1029. Continue climb, flight level 120, 9804, heavy. 90167, radar contact, continue climb, flight level 80, UNH 1029.
Continue climb, flight level 80, 9167.
Five 128, radar contact, maintain, flight level 90. Maintain, flight level 90, 5128. 9978, expect visual approach, runway 35, report when ready for descent. 5128, clear Delta 070 Oscar, ILS Zulu, approach at 2,900, runway 23, report established on localizer. Clear Delta 070 Oscar, ILS Zulu, approach at 2,900, runway 23, report established on localizer. 5128. 5128, established on localizer. Speed level 123,
that was
climb and
me.
maintain,
I
flight
just-
level 240, contact Bournemouth, approach 119.47.
Climb and maintain, flight level 240, contact Bournemouth, approach 119.47, Speedbird 123.
5128.
Bournemouth approach, Speedbird 123, inbound, use that at flight level 170, climbing, flight level 240. Speedbird 123, radar contact, continue climb, flight level 240. Continue climb, flight level 240, Speedbird 123.
So I've been asked to climb to flight level 240. Spoilers are still armed. And it says my landing lights are on. I thought I'd switch those off. Yes, I have. Turn the dome light off. Continue our climb. Got an aircraft behind us there.
Speedbird 123, climb and maintain. Flight level 250, contact Harden, radar 120.05. Climb and maintain. Flight level 250, contact Harden, radar 120.05. Speedbird 123. Harden radar, Speedbird 123, inbound only at flight level 200, climbing flight level 250.
Speedbird 123, radar contact, climb and maintain. Flight level 320, contact Manchester, Centre 118.77.
Climb and maintain. Flight level 320, contact Manchester, Centre 118.77. Speedbird 123. Manchester Centre, Speedbird 123, inbound only at flight level 210, climbing flight level 320.
Manchester Centre 6788 at flight level 100. Speedbird 123, radar contact, continue climb, flight level 320.
Continue climb, flight level 320. Speedbird 123.
Oh.
9804, heavy, climb and maintain, flight level 200.
FSFO. Take that down a bit. FSFO. Next. No, not heard of that one. Oh, just looking it up now. FSFO. Sounds interesting. What is it? Flight Simulator First Officer Next is a virtual co-pilot for Microsoft. In this video, watch completely configure the fly-by-wire. Oh, that looks interesting. I used to use what was it? There is a co-pilot application, FS2 Crew. I used to use FS2 Crew when I was flying the 737 on the X-plane. But I might give that a look at. That's Noel. Thanks, Noel. I'll have a look for that one. Have you got it yourself? Have you tried it yourself? So my top of climb is showing there. Top of descent not long after. Right, I'm going to watch a video on that, Noel, and see if it's any good. Because, let's face it, there's just too much for one person to do, isn't there? And it'd be nice to have a first officer. FS2 Crew was very good on X-Plane, and you could just verbally give it command. So you could say start the pre-flight checklist, and no, that wasn't FS2 Crew. That was another one I had. I've forgotten what it was. But yeah. Ah, you're going to EGLL to Venice. in the fly-by-wire, I assume. I've got to say, the fly-by-wire, I was flying that non-stop, but I just love this Fenix. So I hope they're going to give me my arrival details soon. Yeah, there's a couple of guys in my flight sim club that meet every month, and they fly the CRJ. Yes, like you. I haven't touched the fly-by-wire either. I'm just loving this aircraft. I love everything about it. The tablet is superb. The amount of information, the way they've integrated Navigraph into the tablet is awesome. Although the fly-by-wire's got a new tablet update as well. And I usually do this in VR. Speedbird. Expect the RIM T1N arrival. ILS approach runway 25. So let me get that into the MCDU. Arrival. Runway 25 ILS. And we're going to use the RIM T1 November. There we go. No transition. Insert. Too steep path ahead. Yeah, I had this last time. Too steep. Oh well. Let's see what happens. I could start my descent early, I guess. Let's so we got to park at gate 2, transition NT1. Yep, okay. Right, I want to start descending soon, but I've got to put the destination data in. Let's go. Right. Right. I agree with you about the X-Touch Mini. When you're in VR, it just makes life so much easier. Anyway, let me quickly look at my arrival information. And what have we got? Arrival 1028 812 265. 260 at 5 knots. QNH was 1028. And We'll put 500 on the radio, and I'm going to start ready for descent.
2546, clear visual approach at 900, runway 02, report runway in sight. Clear visual approach at 900, runway 02, report runway in sight. Q546, Q546, runway in sight. 2546, contact Humberside Tower 124.9er. Contact Humberside Tower 124.9er, Q546.
Descend and maintain 2,700, 1648.
1648, clear MDBDME, approach at 2,700, runway 08, report established inbound track.
Clear 10 DBDME, approach at 2,700, runway 08, report established inbound track 1648. 1648, established on inbound track.
1648, contact
Let's-
Manuel Tower 125.05.
Contact Tower 125.05, 1648.
2093, heavy, radar contact, climb and maintain, flight level 200.
Climb and maintain, flight level 200, 2093, heavy.
3118, climb and maintain, flight level 220, contact Harden, radar 120.05.
Climb and maintain, flight level 220, contact Harden, radar 120.05, 3118.
2419er, radar contact, expect visual approach.
2,000
runway
feet
10, report
to
when ready for
intercept the
descent.
glide slope.
Expect visual approach, runway 10, report when ready for descent, 2419.
Manchester Center 3014 at flight level 90, climbing
Right.
flight level 100. 7764, turn right to heading 008. Turn right to heading 008, 7764. 51905, radar contact, climb and maintain, flight level 180.
Climb and maintain, flight level 180, 5195.
Manchester Center 7342 at flight level 100. Manchester Center 2716, India Papa Kilo Oscar Papa 1, departure at 800, climbing flight level 70. 6178, heavy, radar contact, climb and maintain, flight level 200. Climb and maintain, flight level 200, 6178, heavy.
2419, ready for descent.
2093, heavy, climb and maintain, flight level 220, contact Harden, radar 120.05.
Climb and maintain, flight level 220, contact Harden, radar 120.05, 20903, heavy.
3014, radar contact, proceed direct Echo Mike Echo, maintain, flight level 100. Proceed Echo Mike Echo, maintain, flight level 100, 3014. Speedbird 123, proceed direct Limco, descend and maintain, flight level 310.
Proceed direct Limco, descend and maintain, flight level 310, Speedbird 123.
I should put 310 in here, really, shouldn't I?
300 at 2,600, climbing, flight level 100. 7342, radar contact, proceed direct Victor Echo Golf Uniform Sierra, maintain, flight level 100. Speedbird 123, descend and maintain, flight level 240, contact T-side, approach 118.85.
Descend and maintain, flight level 240, contact T-side, approach 118.85, Speedbird 123.
Proceed direct.
T-side approach, Speedbird 123, inbound densities and flight level 320, descending, flight level 240. Speedbird 123, radar contact, continue descent, flight level 240, cleared, arrived 1 November, arrival.
Okay, just put a little bit of speed brakes on, get the speed down quickly so I can increase the rate of descent. See what happens. So I'm gonna turn the range out a little bit. So I'm going to hit flight level 240 just about there. Let's look at the MCDU. Oh, it wants me at 213 now. Flight level 213 in 30 miles. Oh, that's okay, I'm going to make that. Let's look at the arrival charts. There's my arrival coming in there. There's a hold there if I need it. Approach. ILS. I've got to be at 160 there. Let's seatbelt signs on.
Speedbird 123, descend and maintain. Flight level 190, contact Newcastle, approach 124.37. Descend and maintain. Flight level 190, contact Newcastle, approach 124.37. Speedbird 123. Newcastle approach. Speedbird 123. Right 1 November. Arrival at flight level 260. Descending. Flight level 190. Speedbird 123. Radar contact. Continue descent. Flight level 190. Continue descent. Flight level 190. Speedbird 123.
So we are in the Fenix 320 going into Newcastle, and we're using FSHUD for ATC, and so far it's doing a pretty good job, I think. Jump outside and have a quick look around. So that's obviously Newcastle up in front. There. Or is it? So North Sea up there to the right, where it's all dark. I'm just desperate to put my VR headset on, but I'm not geared up for it tonight.
Speedbird 123, descend and maintain. Flight level 120, contact Manchester Center 118.77. Descend and maintain. Flight level 120, contact Manchester Center 118.77. Speedbird 123. Manchester Center, Speedbird 123, run 1 November, arrival at flight level 210, descending, flight level 120.
Speedbird 123, radar contact, continue descent, flight level 120.
Continue descent, flight level 120, Speedbird 123.
So, flight level 120, we're heading for, we're at 19 at the moment, 120 is going to be, let's get into there, just past, E-tests. Yeah, I need to be down at 8,000 there. I'm going to start. I'm going to be too high. Whoa. I shouldn't have done that. Move the mouse around like that. Mouse is too sensitive. Let's try bringing that down to 7,000 and expedite the descent. Speed's going up, so I'm going to put some speed brakes on. Because I'm doing a steep descent now.
7342, turn left to heading 189er. Turn left to heading 189er, 7342.
Yeah, I'm still getting this side stick problem with the Satec X56. It must be noisy. We'll see. I need to be at flight level 90 at ETS. Yeah, I'm going to break that, so let's... what was I going to say?
123, proceed direct November Tango, descend and maintain, flight level 60, contact Newcastle, approach 124.37.
Proceed direct November Tango, descend and maintain, flight level 60, contact Newcastle, approach 124.
A Pilot's Life Chapter 2.
123.
ATP career add-on for MSFS. I did used to fly with a virtual
At flight level 80, descending. Flight level 60.
flight level 60. Sorry.
Speedbird 123, radar contact. Continue descent. Flight level 60. Continue descent. Flight level 60. Speedbird 123.
Newcastle approach 655 inbound. Oscar Tango Bravo.
Yeah, I did used to fly with a virtual airline, Fly UK, and I clocked up. Oh, I've got to put my lights on. Just a second. Overhead. Established on the localizer. I've got to give them notice then. Yeah, as I was saying, I used to fly with a virtual airline, Fly UK, and I clocked up loads of hours. I made it to ATP, but you have to file every one flight a month, and my work took me away and I didn't file, and I should have notified them. It's my fault. I'm not blaming them at all. I should have notified them that I needed a rest. I didn't, and they deleted me and I lost everything. So yeah, I got really peeved about that. I've got lots of friends that still fly with Fly UK. I think they're a brilliant airline. It is my fault. I get it. Doesn't help me though. Anyway, I'm going to be landing in a second, so let me do that. And .220, I don't need any flaps just yet. Look out the window. You should see the airfield over there. Ah. Right, well, I've got the full-blown version of FSHUD PC. Had it ever since the days of FSX. And quite like that, actually. I do keep a log. I've got several. Let's just watch what's happening. QNH, 1 second. Where's my cameras? QNH. 1028, that's okay. Two eight, right, and LS localizer. See what's happening. flaps 1. I know I'm going to screw this up. I'm definitely going to look that Pilot's Life Chapter 2 up. Oh, I've got to be way too high if that's the airfield. Yeah, way too high. Yeah. So, screwed that up completely. Over speeding everything. Switch to manual.
2,500. Tank rate.
Oh,
Tank rate.
yeah.
Full up. Tank rate. Full up.
7923, maintain. Flight level 220, contact approach 119.05. Speedbird 123, established on localizer. Speedbird 123.
Yeah, I'm not going to make this. I should say, I should ask for a go around, but it's late.
Contact Newcastle Tower 119.7. Speedbird 123. Maintain. Newcastle Tower. Speedbird 123 on final 25. Speedbird 123. Wind 260 degrees at 4 knots. Cleared to land 25. Cleared to land 25. Speedbird 123.
I apologise to my passengers.
100, 50, 40,
Oh!
30, 20, retard.
Speedbird 123. Wind vacated. Contact ground 121.72.
Whoa, that was just about...
121.72. Speedbird 123.
the worst landing I've ever done. Right. Well, they say any landing you can... yeah, I should have gone around. I know I should have gone around. Oh...
Newcastle ground. Speedbird 123. Runway vacated with Bravo. Speedbird 123. Taxi to gate 25 Bravo. Taxi to gate 2 via Bravo. Speedbird 123.
Gate 8 via Bravo. Where's my ground? Airport, parking stands. Right, I want gate 2 via Bravo. Oh, straight ahead and find gate 2. Alright, I'll do my best. Hope you've had some lights on. Oh dear. Wouldn't have got away with that on VATSIM, would I? Yeah, I got it down. I think the passengers are going to complain and ask for their money back. So, gate 2 via Bravo. It's over there. I'm not sure if this is default scenery or I put another. Gate 2. Oh, gate 2 is facing me. Right. It's that one there. Oh, look at that awful photo. Grammetry. Anyway, parking brakes on. Overhead. And there we go. That's it. That's it. I've landed, sort of. That was a demonstration of a fully loaded flight. I'm off to watch some videos about yes, about a co-pilot and also about that ATP, and I'll let you know how I get on with that. So, a live stream and a full flight, sort of. I'll be back. I've got to redo. I did a live stream the other night on the X-Touch Mini, showing you how to do the push and the pull on one button on the X-Touch Mini with a short push for on the knob on the rotary, short push to push the selector in, and a long push to do the equivalent of a pull. And I don't think it came out very well, so I'm going to redo that one. I do have my Air Manager Pro, which I'm working on as well, and I'll start doing some videos on that. So thank you very much, and as usual, enjoy your flying. Do a better job than I did. Look at it. Awful. I'll be back, in the words of Arnold. I'm going to stop streaming now. Thank you very, very much. Let's put the logo up and say a very good night to you.